Hello everybody, and welcome to another video here on Friday. Now, we know that in the crazy world of Marvel Contest of Champions, when there's champions that are reworked, and also champions that you might be working down the line to get, or spend to get, and don't know what their abilities are, you still chase it. That's a very real sense at the moment. We have got situation number one. Cyclops, right? Cyclops is going to be reworked soon. There's a spending element to go get him at the moment. Do you know what his buffed abilities are? No. But, kabam, yes. We're in safe hands, I hope. The same thing with Phoenix. The Phoenix rework at the moment is you're working towards those dark plumes. And you want to make sure that's a good rework. Okay. And what else? Well, we've got this other champion coming to the game, and the focus of this video is Lumatrix. And you know how all three champions work, and they're going to be good? No one knows that at the moment. Yes. So all little micro jokes aside, we are working towards three champions, or spending towards three champions, or two champions, or one champion, and we don't actually know what they do. That's weird, isn't it? It's weird to invest this early on and not know what the heck's going on with any of these champions. In game at the moment, to get all three, to get all three at the moment, you're either spending or not. Two of them you're highly spending for. To get Cyclops, you're in the double track or platinum track in order to get the 7-star version. You can't get the 7-star version until when I assume it's going to be buffed. The same thing when it comes to the rework for Phoenix, in that kind of yes, because you can get it as a free-to-play player, but also you can get dark plumes if you go to some of these deals. I don't think it's in these ones, but it's in the store ones that you can get dark plumes. There should be one. Well, there's actually more than that if you consider the Hell's Bells tokens. But also this is where again the focus of the video is Lumatrix solely, and well, I guess maybe the narrative of the video is why are we spending? We could do a bit of a rant. Put it in the comments, and for those that are spending or able to spend, why are we spending if we don't know what you're being delivered at the end of it? Because at the moment you can see there's one light essence of Lumatrix to get. The champion being available in April. Now, if you're spending all this money on a weekly basis, you want to know, well, what's the point? Getting Lumatrix is not just one piece of content or spending piece of content. You have to go in multiple places. The same way that could be, well, same way we do have really for dark plumes. And we went over the volumes of this in a video the other day. But it's a very sticky situation, isn't it, with Lumatrix? And I don't think it's being great for Kabam, because it's gone very spendy, deal-orientated into the month of March, which isn't great. If you could think about it, like in April, could be spring cleaning. The way Kabam are functioning is that you might not see it, you might not get it, might not have Deadpool spring cleaning, but that could be another deal. Then there's a May break, then it's June, then it's probably going to be July 4th deals. I'm sure there'll be some spending deals then. So Lumatrix has a very weird standpoint to it, in that it is, yes, a spendy orientated chase for light essence, but also it goes into different areas. Alliance War Encounter Showcase, Battlegrounds, and that will be in GC rank. Saga Incursions, which isn't too bad. Raids and Nightmare Raids, the ordeal. Featured Hero Arena #1 rank. This one day I do want to get Warbound, that title. The amount of effort to do it might be difficult, and that, yeah, I don't know if I will do that. We'll have to see. Double track event, and I don't think you get it as part of the gold track. I think it's part of the platinum side of things. We'll have a check in a minute. Weekly deals and Summoner's Market. Most of this is out of the reach of the common player. Like if you just scrub through stuff or just enjoy the game on a casual, you won't really get much of an opportunity to go grab. There may be some stuff here that could top up, like the ordeal could be like a higher volume of it, so you might be able to buy it straight up. Maybe not. Raids and Nightmare Raids. Nightmare Raids will probably give a higher quantity, so you may want to do that. There may even be, over a time period, an opportunity to get enough light essence to get the champion. It's just very early days, and this is the problem with it being confusing, Kabam not explaining a lot of things. Because we go through blurred lines on things, or kind of unspecified lines. Summoners will collect light essence. Yeah, we know. 12 light essence needed for 7-star Lumatrix. Yeah, we know. There is a free-to-play path, but most summoners will have to spend something to secure 12 light essence. That's confusing and doesn't really explain to the extent of it. If you look at it right now, if you go and buy, you do have until, well, it's available April in order to grab the deal. If you buy the deal now, so that's 12 weeks. 12 weeks. Okay, so what is that? That's 3 months. That's from starting now. It's 6th, whilst I'm recording this, or 7th while this video goes out. 7th of April, 7th of May, 7th of June. Right, so that's how many times you'd have to go and buy right now to get the light essence required. It depends on how much is going to be put in some of the said content. Okay, going back to this, we know there will be something from a free-to-play perspective, and so you will be required to spend. That's weird that they kind of like they're saying it that way. The same way it's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't work like that. But maybe if you kind of like find it difficult to get a Gladiator Circuit rank, maybe it's like Alliance Wars Encounter. Okay, 2 light essence there. Saga Incursions, maybe 1 light essence there. Raid and Nightmare Raids, maybe like, I don't know, again, 1 or 2 there. The Ordeal has 1 or 2 there. Featured Hero Arena rank, which means you'll try and do that. 1. So that could at some stage get you up to about 8 light essence. So you're kind of like, you feel quite low on the ground. But this is the point, isn't it? Like, I can't give you clarity, because Kabam haven't given clarity back to the player base on the rare chase for this champion. It could be that they've put 5 light essence in the Ordeal. They might have put 2 in Saga Incursions. They might have put 4 in Alliance Wars Encounter Showcase. I don't know just yet. And that's a problem, because you want to know what you're doing, especially if you're spending. You're like, well, how much do I have to spend? Like, am I spending for 3 months on weekly deals, or can I just hold off and see how much I'd have to spend up until about April to then make sure, like, oh, I have to avoid the Ordeal, or I have to avoid time-sensitive things like Battlegrounds, or Saga Incursions, or Alliance Wars Encounter Showcase. Like, if you can't get through that content for whatever reason, then you're like, I'm a bit stuck, because I need to then either spend, or I've stopped spending. Yeah, so it's just answering all those questions that Kabam ultimately leave unanswered or unclarified on it. And I'm not alone with kind of that thought process on the 12 essence, because you as well have kind of like had your say on what you kind of feel is a bit kind of, frustrating or weirded out. I think a lot of the time when it comes to the situations that they get in with the game at the moment is clarity is important, and the spending elements of these deals are really, really kind of like excessive going into this month, and it's unknown as to why. What is that implication? Why are people, there? Yeah, you're getting a few for free from offer event. I don't know what that means. If they're running to other event, it's unspecified. We've even said, like, if you go back, and again, if you're confused by this, let me read this again to those confused. If Kabam are going by, there is a free-to-play path, but most summoners will have to spend something to secure 12 light essence. So what is that free-to-play path? A free-to-play path that get you to a certain point, then you will have to spend something to secure 12 light essence? Or Kabam wording this in a way of saying there's a free-to-play path, but most summoners that, and again, that assuming to be something like Thronebreaker, that may not have access to all of those, or Cavalier or whatever, will have to spend to get the light essence. Specifics. Clarity. It's easy as time. Yeah. And we come back to what we started off this video with. I'm not going to pay for something I don't know about. Release the champion info. Same with Double Track. I won't spend money until I know what I'm getting. And I guess that's really it. And that's the point to kind of like exit the video on. These 3 champions, we don't know what their abilities are. So investing to get them, whether it be free-to-play Dark Plumes, potential free-to-play Light Essence, but that's not really kind of like explained, and buying the Platinum Pass to get a 7-star version of this reworked Cyclops, why would you want to until you know? And that's a problem as well, because if you don't act now, you're going to lose opportunity to buy some of the things like Light Essence and Dark Plumes. So we're in limbo at the moment. There we go. What are your thoughts on the matters of this? Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all soon. Have a lovely day and goodbye.